So
loud?
it's a little bit
slightly
loud.
Okay. Is this better? Is this better?
Still, I haven't heard much change, to be honest.
Okay.
Where's the...
All right, I think we're live. I think we're good. All right. Welcome everybody back to Clock Cup. We have a Group F match today between Anders and Matteo. My name is Caleb Kearney. I'll be commentating, and I am joined by Caleb Chalford.
Hello.
All right, Matteo and Anders, are you in the?
Yes.
Are you in the Okay. So I think we start off with the coin flip. So I believe it is Anders that's the higher seed. So Anders, would you like heads or tails?
Heads.
All right, I got tails. So Matteo, would you like to go first or second?
I'd like to go second.
Okay. I don't have the permission to mute or to deafen you, so if you can do that. All right, I think we're good. Okay. So Anders is a 7 simul user, while Matteo is standard flip.
I didn't know that Anders switched. That's really cool.
His first match was against me, and like he's really consistent with 7 simul. At least he was against me. So I think it'll be a pretty easy win for him, unless he really chokes today.
Theoretically, 7 simul should be the most consistent method. Just because
Yeah, that's a very
smaller standard deviation of move count with it.
He's insanely consistent. Like it's ridiculous. That's Anders with a 478 on the first one. Definitely beatable, but not terrible either. Matteo with a rough first side. It's looking like Anders is going to take the point.
Oh, and a double flip.
Yeah, that's the 7. I'm not going to do it. It's a point for Anders there. Carter sometimes says first point usually wins. Wouldn't surprise me.
That's not really true though, but all right.
Not true at all. Matteo with another rough first side. It is good though.
Interesting timer stop though.
I don't think I saw it. Was it like, how was his timer stop?
It was weird. He kind of rotated the clock a little before stopping the timer. I haven't really seen anything like it.
See if Anders can
Anders
pull
has
off another
super quick
L4.
inspection. That
Yeah,
was
looks
really
like it's going to
good.
beat it. Yeah, 405. Another point for Anders there. This could be it for Matteo because he went like 15-5 against Reed. This group has 2 very clear winners, I think. Scrambles looks pretty interesting.
His turning
Anders.
is so smooth.
It's so
Improved
it's so
much
good.
Since the last Clock Cup.
I think he's a pretty serious contender for some high placement in this tournament.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd say the only people that are more consistent are like Reed and Tommy. Anders has definitely made a lot of improvements since last time.
Yeah. He didn't even make it to the, what was the stage called? Past the group stage?
I have no idea.
The knockout stage, I think it was called, or something like that.
That looked like okay from Matteo. Oh, it's a 6. Okay, never mind. Anders with a very early lead. 4.5 mean. Matteo starting off. None of these scrambles have been great for flip so far. I don't know about how they have been for 7 simul, but looks okay from Matteo. That's a 5.4. Anders will probably beat that, but less room to make mistakes there. That looked solid. Ooh, that's a point. I believe that's a point for Matteo there.
His
Oh, never
first
mind.
of the match? Or not?
No, it was actually a point for Anders. I thought it was a 5-7, but it was actually a 5-1.
A lot of Italians in the chat.
These national matches get a crazy amount of viewers. It was like this last time with Matteo and Reed. A lot of Italians in the chat. And if that's interesting because I don't even think they pinged the clock server.
Where are the Norwegians in the chat? For
Yeah,
Anders?
exactly. Where are they? Where are they? We need some support for Anders over here. It's also like I think it's probably around dinner time over there, so maybe they're eating dinner. Anders extending his lead most likely, unless Matteo can beat a 404. Just
I don't
solid.
think
Ooh,
so.
double flip.
No. Okay, we're
That's
finally
gonna be
getting
at
some
8th.
Anders support in chat.
There we go. This looks. There's one lucky case for flip here. Maybe Matteo can take advantage of that. Solid first side. Looks like a few mistakes on the second side though.
That solve had a pretty rough pickup too. The clock was swaying when he was trying to pick it up.
Yeah, not the Matteo. He hasn't been doing great. That looked pretty good from Anders.
Yeah, smooth turning as
Yeah,
always.
sub
It's
four.
a 3. First sub 4 of the match, I think.
I believe that's correct. Anders hasn't gone above 5-1. Pretty nice
The
in this format.
consistency of 7 simul.
Yeah, and the inconsistencies to flip. I believe that's going to be a DNF from Anders, though, if you look at the other side.
Yep.
Yeah.
DNF.
So, as long as Matteo doesn't majorly screw this up, should be a point for him. First of the match.
As we saw in the last season, though, it was pretty common for people to double DNF and not
I
take
don't know if that's
advantage of the
happened as
opportunity.
much this season, though. Maybe they've learned since last time.
Whenever my opponent would DNF, I'd just safety to solve. Even if I was 100% sure that it was solved, I'd flip it back over and check every single
Yeah.
clock.
Exactly. Doesn't matter like what time you get even. Yeah, safety from Matteo.
His first point of the match, I think.
Yeah. We're at 6-1 right now.
He can still pull this back. I believe in him.
Maybe with some more Italian support in the chat, he'll be able to take this match back. This scramble is solid for flip.
A very fast first side. Oh,
Oh,
and a DNF.
I think that was a sub 5 as well, or
Yeah.
close to it. Yeah, it's a
Unfortunate.
480, 485 DNF. Anders did make a
flipping.
mistake on the other side. Just 6 from Anders, still winning the point though. Not sure what Nordy Cube is, but see that on Anders' clock cover.
Anders is apparently the CEO of it, whatever it is, according to his Discord status.
The title of Hyper Siege. That wasn't a great solve, but probably win the point. Probably a little bit of stress from Matteo knowing that he can probably beat this here.
It's a 5.3 though, and Matteo hasn't gotten a solve below that besides the DNF. But it's possible.
I don't think that's gonna. It's gonna be a. Oh, he did beat it. It's a 513. It's another point from Matteo.
Bringing this back.
Could always see something crazy happen with Matteo winning 7 points in a row, taking this match back. Anders very rarely DNFs though, so definitely gonna be hard. I believe that's a 4 from Matteo. Interesting timer stop. Yeah, it's a
It is a
486.
4. He could get this point. Anders seems to have been turning slightly worse ever since he DNF'd to solve.
No, that's gonna do it. That's a mid-foot 4. Yeah.
Yep, 4.5.
Anders is up 8-2 right now. Looks like a mistake from Anders there. Might be a DNF on the back. Oh no,
Nope.
that's good.
5.3.
5.3. Yeah, that's beatable, but
Just some very cautious and safe turning from Anders.
oh, looks like a sluggish first side. Aw,
And a DNF.
I don't think that would have done it anyways. No, that would have been close. It was a 557 DNF. These scrambles really haven't been optimal for flip. Maybe not for
I've seen
7
a lot of
simul either.
bars though. For avoiding D moves, they're quite good.
Yeah. This one isn't too terrible right now. Like an okay first flip. And that is a sub 5 for Matteo. Could be taking this match back. At least scoring some points.
Especially with how Anders has been doing the past few solves. I think
That is a DNF from Anders. It's another point for Matteo. Still would have won that point. Ooh, this is a nice scramble. At least for flip. One side has the AUF skip. Matteo could potentially get a pretty quick time on this. Take a point. Probably pretty lucky for 7 simul though. Maybe Anders can get a pretty quick time here too. I believe that's
very
a sub
fast
4
solve.
from Anders.
3.5, fastest solve of the match so far.
I believe that's the second sub 4.
Yes. I'm not sure if Matteo can beat that, but there is a chance.
I doubt it, but this scramble's pretty good, so maybe he can pull it off.
Very fast first side. That might have been
Leave it
a
as a-
sub 4.
I think it's a low 4. I'm guessing 4.2. 4.4. Something interesting about Matteo is his official results are like, or his comparing his single average, they're pretty consistent. It's like a 7 simul user almost. He has a 4.7 single and a 5.1 average for his PRs.
Huh, I thought he had a sub 5, but he doesn't.
I don't think he does.
No.
Could be mistaken, but
516 is his PR average. He holds both Italian NRs though.
didn't Anders recently lose his NRs to
Yes, I think so
someone?
actually.
Yeah,
I think
Nicholas.
and it's a 7 simul user.
I don't think they're in this tournament. Is that correct?
I don't think so. But there are 32 people in it, and I don't know half them.
Yeah, relatable. Looks kind of rough from Anders there.
Still,
don't know if
rough
that's-
call for Anders is still like a low
Oh,
5.
4.5. Okay.
Four.
Guess I was mistaken there. Looked kind of bad at first.
Mateo's been doing much better on the past few solves, but it's still just not enough to beat Anders.
He's been doing pretty good. He hasn't got a. I mean, he's got a few DNFs, but most of them have been low 5s, high 4s. That might. Is that? No, Anders is good. It's a 435. I believe after this we have the optional halftime break.
Okay. Do you want to offer it? I've never offered it before.
So I don't. How do you? I don't. Do you have to have like permissions to undeafen them? Because I don't have those.
No, I think they actually self-deafened themselves. So that might be a bit of a problem. How about we just spam ping them in chat or something?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see if they realize. I believe. Okay, I think they did realize because neither of them are. All
Okay.
right. Do you guys want a halftime?
Realistically, no, I don't think I need one.
I don't need one either.
Okay.
Good answer.
All right. Yeah, that's fair.
So I didn't hear.
Yeah, there's no halftime.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
All right. Continuing the match here. 9-point differential. Maybe Matteo can scrap up some points. He's been doing well. I feel bad because he's been doing like solid. It's just against Anders.
Yeah,
Doesn't-
Anders is just consistently about like half a second faster than him, and that's just been really rough for Matteo.
See if we can get a few points back here. Preparing himself. I believe that's
Matteo
a,
uses very forceful turns. Have you noticed that? I keep thinking he's
yeah.
making a mistake, but it's just his turning style. It's very violent.
And he looks very stressed out at times, like he's making mistakes.
He looks like he's having a fun time though. He's always smiling and laughing.
That's a
Oh,
DNF from
DNF.
Anders. It's a point for Matteo. And we can get a little reverse sweep here. All right, let's see what Anders can do on this. Not sure for 7 simul, but for flip, there's a lot of big moves to fully optimize the scramble. So probably similar for 7 simul. That is a good solve from Anders. 3.4 possibly? 3.6.
Third sub 4 of the match.
I believe so. Yeah, because there was the 3.8, there was like a 3.4, and then there was
3.5.
that, I think. 3.5.
Yeah.
So I don't think Matteo will be able to beat that. But let's see. It's a solid time, but it's not going to beat it. It's a 475. I believe that would be the Italian NR if it was in competition. Scramble's quite solid. Matteo with a ooh. Yeah, that's rough. That's gonna be, I don't even know if that's sub 10.
Anders could still DNF though.
Yeah, that's true. But realistically, he could check a few times. So as long as he knows that it was a 9, then
I honestly wouldn't check if I were Anders because I would find a way to like get over a 9. if I
yeah,
tried
real.
checking.
You're correct there. Anders not checking. Still 5.1. This is match point. So Anders could take this home here. Most likely will, unless he DNFs. That looks solid. I believe that's a 4.2, 4.1. That is most likely the end, but Matteo could always pull off a 3 here.
Matteo looks more focused than on his previous solves. And I don't think that's going to cut it.
No. All right, that's the match.
GG's.
So let's hop
GG.
into a little post-match interview. So the first question, just want to ask you with how you felt about your solving. Anders, you can go first.
I didn't do as well as I hoped to do, actually. Even though I won 15-4.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, I didn't solve very well today. Yeah.
On my
Matteo?
end, yeah, contrary to what my mean can indicate, because like I feel like the first 5 or so solves kind of fucked it up. But like from like solve 8 and above, I got a lot of 4s, a lot of below 5s. So realistically, it's actually slightly below what I average, excluding the few 6s and 5s. Like the mean is a bit high because of the 9s, the safety 9s or whatever. But like, I
You
cannot
really
be too
picked it
mad.
up there in the
Yeah,
last
but
ones.
I cannot be too mad in the sense that like he was just better. Like when I see a 360, I mean, I cannot really beat it. Like, I know my level, and it's like it's just wasn't there to compete. And Anders was consistent enough to not DNF often, so like that won him the match. Like that's
Yeah,
how it
very
is.
fair. Anders is very consistent.
Thank you.
Also in this group are me and Reed. So Anders still has to go up against Reed, and Matteo will be against me shortly. So how do you two feel about your
Mhm.
position in this and the upcoming matches?
Yeah, I can go first. I think like I don't think I'll not make it to the bracket stage at this point, but the match against Reed will be exciting. I don't know if I'll win. If my form is good, I'll maybe win. I'm not sure.
Oh, and I think realistically, on my end, I would need like half a miracle to make it through. I mean, that this was the expectation. It's like I'd basically, I think I would need in an ideal scenario like you to like beat Caleb to like beat Reed by like 15-2 or something like that, and then me beating Caleb by like 15-3 or something like that, just to make up for the difference, which is not very realistic, let's be honest. But like I would like to get the win in there, so I'm looking forward to the next match for hoping for better. We'll see how that one goes.
Yeah, we've got some interesting matches here in this group. Uh, I think there's two clear winners here, but anything could
Yeah.
happen.
But I mean, the thing is, going into this group, I would have been surprised if it went any other way. I mean, like, unless Caleb averaged something global, like at least on my end, I didn't expect these two matches to go any other way. Hope maybe Anders
Yeah.
would be a bit less consistent, but he proved that he is very good. So
Going up against Anders definitely changes you.
mm. You're like
Very
someone
scary.
speaking from experience now.
I'm gonna have night terrors, and I'm sure you will too about this match.
I mean, I was 1 point away from drawing my score with Reed, so that was interesting to say the least.
You were doing good. It was just Anders is so consistent with the low 4s.
Yeah.
Both of y'all are really consistent solvers, but Anders was consistently like half a second faster than you.
I mean, even more than half a second, probably. But yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
All right, I think that's about it then. So that's the end of this match. Good job to the competitors. Thank you to Caleb for commentating with me, and we'll see you in the next match. I don't know when that is, but yeah, that's
There's
about
like
it.
6 every day. There's probably one
There's
tonight.
probably another
Yeah,
one today.
I
So
think
There
there was
is.
one at 9:30 if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Well, 9:30 my time, so I don't know what's your time.
Yeah, 3:30 EST.
Okay, yeah.
yeah, that's gonna be Carter
There's
Thomas and Oliver,
Oh, that's
and Carter
interesting.
Williams and Caden. Two interesting matchups. So make sure to stick around for those. Other than that, see you then.
See ya, everyone.
yeah.
Bye.
Bye.